Hello Aries, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of February 2023. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome. I invite you to subscribe. I do these readings each and every month and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'll be using my pink tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot. And then I will close out your reading with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. All right, let's get right to it. So what do we need to know for the sign of Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2023? All right, so, all right, Aries. So as we start off February, make sure you're not taking on too much and doing too much and burning yourself out. But I understand sometimes when we are very driven, and Aries is very driven, sometimes when we're very, very driven, we do take on too much, and that's what this card is telling me here. I think the beginning of February, you're going to have your hands full, Aries. You're going to have a lot going on. You're going to have lots of different things going on at the same time, and you have to be careful that you just don't burn out, okay? But the good news is that it all pays off. So maybe this is something that happens temporarily, where you just kind of work hard and really, really grind, and then you can take a step back and relax. Because this 10 of Cups is a very good card. It means huge success, winning. The answer is yes, celebrating, total happiness, just being very excited about what you've done. So maybe that's kind of the case for you, Aries. Maybe you do, like I said, just grind it out and it pays off, and it pays off in a big way. Next up, we do have the Five of Swords. I like seeing that card in the reverse because it talks about communication being really, really good. In other words, it means that you have the right conversations with the right people at the right time. As this relates to your money, it means that things just flow, you know, and you also get some good information as it relates to what you want to do financially. So whether that be investments, whether that be your career, whatever the case may be. Next up, we have the Three of Cups. Again, that's another celebration card. That's also the card of gatherings. You're going to spend some time with friends, family, loved ones, and it's going to be a positive thing. I'm seeing this a lot with almost all the signs, I think, because this is February and it is the month of Valentine's Day. So maybe a lot of you will be having some romantic dinners with your loved one. Next up, we have the Empress. Now, the Empress is the card of, one of the cards of maternal instincts, also divine femininity, but this is also the card of creativity. So I wouldn't be surprised, Aries, if you have some creative ideas flowing that actually turn into money or opportunities for you to invest, because the next card is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is that investment card. So if you've been thinking about investing, the first week of February would be a good time for you to invest. Now, I don't give financial advice, but I do say that if it is something that you're educated about and something you feel comfortable and tolerant with, then go ahead and start small and start making some moves towards investing so you can grow your wealth, okay? The other thing about the King of Pentacles is I am picking up that crypto could be making a swing, a swing back up just a tiny bit. Of course, I'm not saying that you do have to invest in crypto or Bitcoin or whatever or anything, but whenever this card shows up, this card has always been traditionally in my readings a card of cryptocurrency. So I do think that the first week of February is going to be very interesting, and you should definitely pay attention to what happens in the crypto market. All right, Aries, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of February 2023. Whoa. All right, since two cards fell out, I'm going to go with it. All right, so future planning definitely has to take a front seat and a priority this month. Aries, you do need to plan your work, plan your finances, plan your investing, plan your business, all that stuff. Planning is definitely going to be profitable for you if you can stick to it, okay? We also have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords talks about good news about something being discontinued. It could also be a refund for some of you. I know we're moving into tax season, so I think some of you are going to be surprised with a refund. If not, like I said, this is definitely good news about something being stopped. So it could be a bill, maybe you no longer have to pay, or maybe it could be, I don't know, anything that was not pleasant. Well, it's going to be stopped, so now it's not going to be so bothersome. We also have the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups talks about being presented with a lot of choices, but they're not necessarily going to resonate with you. So don't feel bad about saying no to something that just doesn't suit you, especially as it relates to money, finances, and investing. Now, the Six of Swords in reverse means that a trip or vacation or something gets either postponed, or maybe there's some changes in the planning. Something could be delayed, or maybe something with your travel plans get changed. Okay, and this is not anything you can control, but for those of you that are traveling at this time, just kind of be prepared that something might happen. Not anything bad. I'm just saying, like, maybe there's a delay. Maybe your reservation gets changed for the better. It could be anything, but it's one of those things where you just have to be patient and kind of flow with it. Next up, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this means that, you're not feeling necessarily challenged with the work you do, but that isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes that's how you make easy money. Sometimes, it makes you want to seek out other things that could be more enjoyable for you. But it's not a bad thing. It means that you have work, you've mastered it, and it's paying off in a very good way. Finally, we do have the Eight of Wands. Now, that's a card of timing and speed. It means that time is on your side. Things happen ahead of schedule. Things happen before the deadline. And it's just really, really good. So if you have any type of financial matters on a timeline, understand that it's going to be good and it's going to be okay. And that things are definitely going to work in your favor, okay? All right, Aries, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances. Ooh, interesting. Money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2023. You got all repeater cards here. Oops, sorry about that. All right, Aries, take a look at this. All right, so we have the Five of Swords. Oh, this one wasn't a repeat. Oh, yes, it is. It's a repeater here. Remember I talked about communication going on at the beginning of the month. Looks like communication could be a sticky situation as we hit the second half of February. So pay attention to your conversations, okay? Document everything. Write it down so there's no misunderstandings. Again, especially as it relates to money. We also have the Six of Swords. Now, this is a repeater. Remember I talked about things could happen if you have a trip planned. Well, everything gets resolved, maybe even for the better once you hit the following week. So, looks like something happens, and then the following week it gets resolved, and it looks like things are going to go ahead as planned, which is wonderful. We also have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups also had that card here. Three of Cups in the reverse means that a celebration or a party, again, this could be something that doesn't quite go like what you had expected. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be negative, but it just could be maybe something doesn't happen like how you had anticipated. Maybe you were really excited to go somewhere and then you get there and it's a disappointment, okay? Now, that's not necessarily a negative thing because you still have the value that comes from the experience of, just going and showing up. But at the same time, it could be disappointing because you had such high expectations, okay? But realize you didn't do anything wrong, Aries. Sometimes that's just the way things happen. Next up, we got the Seven of Pentacles, fell onto the other Seven of Pentacles. So I really get the sense that you're going to be looking for some new work or a new business or a new venture because you need to feel challenged. You want more money. You want more control in your financial situation. And you are going to start looking for ways to make that happen. Finally, we do have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords talks about feeling anxious and maybe even worrying about something. So Aries, what are you worrying about? What's keeping you up at night? you know, especially as it relates to money and finances. But just understand that you can change any situation somehow, some way, okay? So I just want to encourage you and reassure you that things are always working out for you. Things are always working in your favor, okay? All right. Ooh, nice cards again. Okay, what else do we need to know for the sign of Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2023? Now we have the Four of Cups. This is also a repeater card. You got a lot of repeater cards here. And when I see that, that tells me that a lot of the things that are happening throughout the month, the first half of the month, they continue on towards the second half of the month. Either situations get resolved, you get answers to something, or something works itself out, or something kind of progresses to the next level, okay? So it's not a bad thing, but it just means that you have several things that are kind of working themselves out as we move throughout the month. So the Four of Cups in reverse means that there's an offer coming through, but you have no problem saying no. And that's not, again, I think this is something that's good because it means that you're getting a lot of clarity about what exactly it is that you want, especially as it relates to money. Next up, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands in the reverse means that there's going to be a lot of attention on you, and maybe you're not prepared for it. Sometimes things happen and, you know, something will go viral in our lives. You know, that's a term used on social media, but it also could happen in our lives, our personal lives as well. You know, maybe something happens and suddenly you're a celebrity at work. You know, maybe something happens and you save, you know, a kitten from a tree and now you're a celebrity, you know, in your local town. It could be anything. But when this card shows up in the reverse, it means that it's sudden attention being kind of thrust upon you and you're not ready. But that's not always bad, okay? This is an opportunity for you to use that to your advantage. You can leverage that to make more money, put yourself in a new job, create, you know, some type of positioning for yourself so you can create the life that you want. And it's going to be good news because we got this Page of Pentacles. That's good news as it relates to money and finances. Also investments. You also have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card, which means that whatever you have been hoping for, working towards, praying for, it is definitely on its way to you. Okay, you just have to understand that sometimes you have to be more in alignment with it, or you have to do something to prepare to receive it, okay? Now, this is very true as it relates to money because I have experienced this in my own life. So it's one of those things where you have to be ready, you have to be prepared, and you really have to be energetically in alignment with whatever it is that you want because it's definitely on the way. It's showing up for you in more ways than one. Finally, we have the Sun card. I can't think of a better card to end a reading with. The Sun card, like I've said many times, is one of the most positive, or it actually is the most positive card in the deck. And it doesn't matter if it shows up upright or reversed in my readings. It's still positive, maybe only to a lesser degree. But look what you've got here. The Page of Pentacles upright. Good money news coming. Nine of Cups upright. Your wish is being fulfilled. The Sun card means yes, whatever you want is happening. It's coming towards you. You know, it maybe you won't win $1 million, maybe it'll only be 100,000, but you're not going to say no either way. Okay? So the Sun card in the reverse is a very good card. It's a very card that really solidifies what you're trying to do, and it really helps you. I think it helps you feel really, really confident and assured that what you want is coming and that you deserve it and you're worth it. And I can't think of any other way to say that. But Aries, your month is going to be spectacular. Okay, February is going to be a really good month for you. You've got a lot of things happening. You've got some, you know, choices and planning that you have to make. But I think you're going to nail it. You're going to nail it, and you have nothing to worry about, especially as it relates to money. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. Okay, you got the card of, is it Sekhmet? Sekhmet? I hope I'm saying that right. Feel free to correct me. I will not be offended. This is the card of be strong. You are stronger than you think you are. Yes, and your strength assures a happy outcome. I wanted to say a healthy outcome, so maybe you're supposed to hear that too. But again, you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Now, I think this really kind of just reflects your reading, everything we talked about today. So remember, you're strong, Aries. A happy outcome is assured. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.